Because like here is the thing, right? Here is like where the logic comes in, right? They released like Glavier, they released like Destroyer, and then they said they're not releasing like a power pass with the Destroyer. That already signifies that they're kind of like pushing it too fast. That's why like they don't wanna use it. They don't wanna like put out more right there. That's why like my thinking was that the next month, or like at least I basically like it's gonna slow down the pacing of it. And I told everyone that. And then you guys are just like, nah, this guy is just doomer. Don't listen to him. Well, I don't know. You guys told me that when I say you're gonna lose like what's the name, Oreha Gold when Volton comes out. No one believed it. Then after that it comes out, and then you're surprised Pikachu face. So yeah, I don't know. Seems like my fault, I guess. Yeah. Apparently it's my fault right there. You didn't tell us, Strummer. You didn't tell us. I did. You just refused to listen right there. Okay, that's Flu. Thank you for the follow, man. Welcome, dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. React Andy. Yep, boys, it is ding dong. It is React Andy time. I hit my hand on the table. Feels good, man. But yeah, it's React time. React time. Gogulakis, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome. Kane lives. Kane lives. Is this like some CNC fan right here, dude? We're on the same brotherhood, man. But yeah, it's React time, boys. React time. Check this out. What is that? I don't know. I want to check it right now. So yeah. Okay. Team update. June on July roadmap. So there we have it right there. June and July roadmap. But yeah. But first, we'll go through this one first, I guess, because this is pretty quick right here. So Chaos Dungeon Exchange Vendor rewards have been adjusted to be character bound. Shards earned from Chaos Dungeon are roster bound, so players can share them with other characters on their roster in order to redeem rewards in the exchange on alternate character. This has always been the same right here. This is basically like when you do Chaos Dungeon, you get the shard thing, right? The one that you trade for like the other things. Like those are like now roster basically, which is it has always been roster to begin with. So yeah, this is not what's the name? The Harmony shard, not that one basically. Or it could be, but I don't know. They never specify, and I would assume not, because like that has never been an issue on that one right there. Then the Chaos Dungeon Exchange Vendor being like character bound, that's what it's supposed to do to begin with in the start. Why do you think bots are running Chaos Dungeon? And why do you think bots in like other region doesn't run Chaos Dungeon? It's because of this. Other region have always been bound, but in yours it wasn't. So bots, not people, bots can just keep farming it, and then they sell it in the auction house. So yeah, now it's gone. So there is that right there. So yeah, it was roster already, it has roster already. So yeah, that may hurt the bot thing. It's a great change. I mean, like I already explained like from like months ago. Like I don't understand why Chaos Dungeon Exchange is like tradable like that. Why do you think bots are running it? You know, that's why. But I mean, like finally, right? It just took about like 4 months to actually fix that one right there. Just about right there. Maybe like they were the bots. I don't know. Amazon used the bots right there. That's why they were doing it. But yeah, that's basically what this one right. This is the past, the changes aside from the bug fixes for like the next one. Not that it matters. It is what it is. But yeah, let's move on to the actual roadmap then. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, endless currency. We're bound to roster to begin with. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Heroes of Arcasia, members of our team, joined Smilegate RPG in South Korea last week to look at the roadmap, improve tools and processes, fight the war on bots together, and more as we continue our collaboration. So that's the one right there. This is fight on bots together. I mean, I don't know. Coming out of those meetings, we have a few topics we'd like to discuss before sharing a sneak peek. At the June-July roadmap, we recently shared and update our battle against the bots. That's the usual one right there. Keep this team update focused on a few other topics we know the community is interested in, such as advanced class release cadence and a discussion about release notes before we dive into the upcoming content. Alright, let's go. There's also mentioned bug when you get the portal. I feel like that should be fixed, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, we'll see. That's a bug fix though, so yeah. You check like that bug fixes if you wanna see it. Okay, team update. Advanced class release cadence. This is the one right here. Lost Ark first launched in Korea in 2019 and has been growing ever since. The new challenging activities, continents, and classes. There is a vast amount of content we're working with Smilegate RPG on bringing to the Western version. Lost Ark only launched in the West 3.5 months ago. We decided to continue a fast release cadence as we work catch up with other regions and grow the global community. While there is a lot of content that has yet to arrive on Arcasia's western shores, we know that one of the top player questions is regarding the advanced class release cadence. Below, you'll find a glance on our plans, reasoning before we share the June-July roadmap content. Okay. Damn, this is a long message actually. Okay. So yeah, Josh, Tech Development, welcome dude. We are planning to release one new advanced class every 2 months for the rest of 2022. Okay. We've worked with Smilegate RPG to carefully plan out this schedule, which is a much faster cadence than other regions as we catch up. It is a faster one right there. It is a faster one for every 2 months. But the thing is, like, you know, people are not happy about this, right? But the thing is, I told you guys about this already. Like, I literally told you guys. You know, I literally told you guys that, like, you know, there is a good possibility that we might not get a class, right? We're mad, bro. I know you guys are. I know. But I'm like, I told everyone already. Because, like, here is the thing, right? Here is, like, where the logic comes in, right? They released, like, Glavier. They released, like, Destroyer. And then they said they're not releasing, like, a Power Pass with the Destroyer. That already signifies that they're kind of, like, pushing it too fast. That's why, like, they don't wanna use it. They don't wanna, like, put out more right there. That's why, like, my thinking was that the next month, or, like, at least, basically, like, it's gonna slow down the pacing of it. And I told everyone that. And then you guys are just like, nah, this guy is just doomer, don't listen to him. Well, I don't know, you guys told me that when I say you're gonna lose, like, what's the name? Oreha Gold when Volton comes out. No one believed it. Then after that, it comes out, and then you're surprised Pikachu face. So, yeah, I don't know. Seems like my fault, I guess. Yeah, apparently it's my fault right there. You didn't tell us, Strummer. You didn't tell us. I did. You just refused to listen right there. I don't know. We know some players are eager to max out their roster and want them even faster, but class releases build excitement and bring new and returning players into Arcasia. That is correct. Yes. Having a steady flow of content release that include advanced classes during Lost Ark first year in the West will help support the long-term health of the game. That's true as well, yeah. While a specific advanced class release is not set in stone, we can say we're planning to release the first 21 advanced class before other new or future classes. The first 21 includes artists at the very least. So yeah, there is that. There is it. They said it's our one per month, and now they change it. I know they change it, yes. Because they said one per month and then they release both, right? And then they realized that, like, they release classes too fast. They can't even put out, like, the what's the name, the power pass together. That's why Destroyer doesn't get one basically. At that point, like, my brain is already like red flag right there. This is red flag. They're gonna slow down on class. But you guys are just copium. Oh, it's one class every month, man. This guy is just a doomer. Hey man, if I was wrong, that's great. But I wasn't. That's the thing. The thing is, I'm not wrong. And if you have been expecting that to begin with, then you would have, like, just about as expected. So yeah, returning players are the one that don't get their classes released, and new players with no catch up. Well, it depends right there, because, like, they will come back when the new class comes out. Like, let's say, like Bradley will come back during Scouter release, let's say. Even though Scouter is, like, tier 5 bottom tier class, am I right, boys? But yeah, it's gonna be like, it's gonna come out, and like some people will come back for it. So yeah, that's basically how it goes. I'm not gonna answer that for Gasper later. Our teams work with Smilegate RPG to evaluate a variety of factors when looking at which advanced class to release a specific time, such as plan, balance updates and reworks, relevance of the abilities and playstyle to other content, community feedback, and more. The release of the Glavier and Destroyer advanced classes provide a good example. Our teams knew we wanted Destroyer to release at or around Bolton region rate for players to begin leveraging the massive stagger damage in endgame activities. Huh. So they're very specific on that then. I don't know if this is, like, actually, like, real or not. Like, they're very specific so that, like, people can use Destroyer on, like, Bolton. I don't know why, but I don't know. I guess, like, a very specific reason for that right there. However, releasing Destroyer shortly before planned rework wouldn't be a great experience, so we pulled forward the fan favorite Glavier advanced class into its place and released the Destroyer alongside Bolton. I see. So that's basically what happens right there. So yeah, We're already having a variety of playstyle, but the new advanced class release, we want to provide players who enjoy it with paths to quickly progress. Along with planning out the advanced class release cadence, we also working with Smilegate RG to plan in-game events and features that will help players progress their characters. As we've mentioned previously, we'll let players know what classes are coming out near Power Pass, grants, or progression events to ensure players can make an informed decision about how and when they want to use these features. In roadmap below, you'll find more next advanced class, the Arcanist. Okay, so it's Arcana right here. So yeah, there we go. This is what it is. Never seen the Escalador Volton yet. Maybe next month. There are some wheels, but it's not a lot. But yeah, I don't know. That's how it goes right there. This is the class cadence right there. So there is that right there. It's about as I expected, but it's not what people want. So yeah, but Arcanist is the next class. So apparently that's how it goes right there. At this point though, with like the 2 months, right? Every 2 months and everything. They should release it with like at least like Power Pass. At the very least, they should release like with Power Pass for each of these class. At the very least. If they still don't, then that's another red flag. They're gonna slow it down even more, I guess then. If they don't release like Power Pass with everything. But yeah. No. Their argument was that they wanna release it too earlier before like Lavier Totosai. But then like the Destroyer was being changed, so they had to like put like Lavier in front of that. That's basically how it goes. I mean, obviously it delays the Destroyer with the Bolton, and you get what you have right now. But yeah, they wanted to release it before. They wanted to release it like during Lavier. So yeah. KKK. Let's see. Yeah. Punica Pass 1 month after Arcana release. I don't know. Behind the scenes release notes right there. Okay, since launch we promise to be as transparent as we can with lots of community around the world. Okay, that obviously is not really that true, but it is what it is. With changes to roster impacting moment-to-moment gameplay and variety of game system that players engage with every day. Fully understand the person of clearly communicating changes as specifically as possible. Wanted to acknowledge frustration in the community and ensure that it's an ongoing area of conversation between our teams and a focus of ours to improve. Our goal is to always clearly communicate changes, but on both the April and May updates, we've fallen a little short. A little? Yeah. I guess just a little, am I right, boys? Just a little. Just the tip. But yeah, Lost Ark has a colossal amount of content and systems. When we work with Smilegate RPG to compile game builds, blending content and that released years ago in Korea with newer content like quality of life updates. Okay, this is the usual one right here. Let's see. What's the good one? The usual right here. About can slip into the build that goes unnoticed by various Q&A teams working around the clock. Yeah, certain bugs can even look like changes to the game, and we know what that can make extremely confusing. Looking at you, report bug. Oh, right. Okay, those kind of bug right there. Now, this is nothing right here. This is nothing. We can skip this one. So yeah, roadmap general. Okay, general roadmap first right here. Just the general roadmap. Content found below are some of the highlights we know players are looking forward to. And similar to the previous roadmap, isn't a comprehensive list of everything releasing in these updates. Stay tuned to our website, social channels, and the release notes for the full list of new islands, store updates, events, bug fixes, and more. Also planning on giving every player a free Punica Power Pass this summer, and are fine-tuning the details for another express event. We'll let you know when the dates and details are finalized. Okay, well, this is the thing right here, which I would assume will come together with like Arcanist basically. Same with the express event. But do keep in mind on this one right here, if like there is like another class and like the express like does come over to like the new class, the date basically, let's say the express is like 3 or 4 months, just a heads up, be careful with that right there. So yeah, just be careful with that. Tahun lalu bro main 14. But yeah, let's go. June Legion Raid. This is Vicus right here. Normal and hard. So yeah, the usual. Vicus, normal and hard. So yeah, Booba Legion Raid. Let's go. Battle the Covetous Legions, Commander Vicus, who will join Volton as a second Legion Raid available. Legion Raids are difficulty based. Or this is the same exact message. Copy paste, yeah. Like Volton, this Legion Raid will require 8 players. To enter normal mode, players will need to reach item level 1430 and for hard 1460. Vicus Legion Raid will grant materials allowing several players to finish crafting the relic gear set alongside a host of other valuable rewards. This is exactly the same as Volton basically. It just gives you the Vicus relic material. So when someone said you get guaranteed class, book, or engraving or whatever, you don't. You do not get it here. Stop being stupid. But yeah, you don't get it here. Same exactly as like a Valton. So yeah, all this different is just it gives you the relic materials basically. So yeah, at the end of the raid, if you're doing the hard mode, you do get a legendary book in the bidding, but that's a random legendary book. No guarantee whatsoever. I mean, you have that in Valton as well. So yeah. That's basically how it goes right there. So yeah, Zero, thank you for the resub, man, with the 8 months. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. Adamas, Smithy as well, thank you for follow. But yeah, this is Vicus. This is Vicus like a Legion raid. Is that like a specific date? No, there is no specific date, doesn't it? It says, was it June? It is June, okay. So at least it's like this month. You get it on this month. So yeah, around how many characters have the same class does it take? Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that later. With vehicles for gunslinger, it's better go night later. New Guardian raid Kunglanium. Okay, joining Descaluda, the Frost Predator Kunglanium will enter the gauntlet of powerful level 6 Guardians available to challenge in Guardian raid. This is still a training dummy, by the way. So yeah, this is basically as easy as like Descaluda. So yeah, will be available for players to challenge once they reach item level 1460. Like other Guardian raids, you can attempt to vanquish alone with a party or matchmake up to 3 other heroes. Yeah, I don't know. It's just another Guardian. It's the same shit basically. Same shit, same shit. So yeah, it's the same shit with the same thing. Oh, but you do get Throne Spire. So there is that. This is the bridge that we've been talking about right there. So yeah, exclamation bridge for the reward of it if you wanna know. But yeah, this is Throne Spire. Yeah, a new single-player dungeon experience in the Twisted Dimension with 50 levels. Okay, this is basically this is basically tower, but a better one basically. This is what a tower is supposed to be. You have 50 floors, 25 of them, 25 of the first one has the reward right there. If you're strong enough, you can jump straight to floor 25, kill it, then after that you get like all the rewards right there. So you only need to enter once. It's also roster bound, so you don't enter it with your alt or anything. You just enter it once, done. You get all the rewards, problem solved. Now you're done. Ignore that for the rest of your life. But yeah, this is what Throne Spire is right here. This is also where you get 2 legendary general engraving book that you can sell in other regions. Don't know about NAU if you can sell it or not. But you can sell it, and that's where, like, you know, the price of general engraving, not class, general engraving will go down. And that's when you would buy stuff. So yeah, that's basically how it goes. So yeah, new tower. It's a tower that is better basically, you know. Not the shitty tower that you know in tier 1, tier 2 tower. No, this is a different tower. You can enter at 1325 item level up to whichever floor you want. But 1325 is guaranteed to not be able to clear floor 25. So yeah, I did it at 1415. So you guys should be able to do it if you have it above that. So yeah, if not, then I don't know. I guess like get stronger then. So yeah, the mat's bound. No, the mat is roster bound, but it comes in a chest. You can open it and it will be bound after that. So yeah, that's basically how it goes right there. Okay. Oh, new store cosmetic, Yos Jar. So this is the legendary avatar. This is season 2 legendary avatar right here. So yeah, if this is what's coming and you don't get the season 1, oof, unlucky man. Because the season 1 like legendary, some of them are really good. Some of them is really good for like season 2 though. So there is that as well. If I'm strong, you can do the highest level once and I'm done. Correct, yes. If you're good enough, if your gear is strong enough, go to floor 25, kill it, you get the rewards from level 1 to floor 25. Then you never touch it anymore. You don't need to. So yeah, Bridges Pala doable. It is doable, but you're gonna need much more gear. But yeah. Anyway, Yos Jar, new consumable that arriving in the in-game store that will introduce a variety of epic and legendary skin. Oh right, yeah, you do get some of the epic skin, some of the purple skin. So whenever like you do the jar, okay, I'll have to explain like from Trixian. Yeah. Okay, one sec. Let me show like the legendary avatar first then. Legendary avatar. But yeah, we'll swap over to this screen instead. This one. So yeah, this one is the legendary avatar. Okay. So you see everything right here, and their color variants as well. There is 2 variants of each color. So yeah, you just get that right there. Well, I don't know if you guys are gonna get this. They say it's the Yos Jar, which mean, but then the image is this avatar. So I don't know if you're gonna get this or are you gonna get like the first season 1. If you don't get the first season 1, then it seems like it's a rip then. Guess you're not getting the season 1 one, maybe. But yeah, the skin for Hawkeye looks ugly. Well, the season 1 is better. Not like you guys get that, so yeah. Same with Demonic as well. Yeah, whatever Osu do, get out of here already. Get out of here. Okay, juicy, yeah. Push my alt 370 because we had extra match, and gold 370 alt is way more fun than like than a 1340 right there. Yeah, well, this is like the page for this like avatar for this one, for the legendary one. One sec, let me reopen right here. There we go. Okay, which the Warrior one was actually Scrapper? Nah, it's not. Why there is no good striker skins in game? I don't know. I feel like it's just personal preference. I feel like the striker one is not bad. So yeah. Did Fine get into a party? I don't know, Pastor. You ask him. Ask him already. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot to like lower the voice. My bad. My bad. Have like a 1200 leaf stone 340. Do I just push 370? I don't know. You can do whichever you want. You know exactly what I recommend, but yeah. You know exactly what I recommend. So yeah. Can we get a link for this, please? I mean, yeah, sure. Okay, so they can't be dyed. Also, the skins have a chest price or no. So this one can be dyed. You can dye this one basically. It comes with 2 variants basically, but you can still dye this. It's just that like there are like specific accents that are different. Like for example, for this one, the dark one, the black one, has a purple glow. That purple glow you cannot dye. So even if you dye it full white like this, it will still have the purple glow. So there is like some different ones, yeah. But this one is the Berserker one. This one is Gun Lancer. This is Berserker one right here. This is what's the name? Destroyer, and this is a Paladin one. So yeah, people like this Paladin one, right? So yeah, that's basically how it goes right there. Fighter one. This is a Striker. So yeah, I don't know. Feels looks pretty nice to me. But yeah, this War Dancer one. Scrapper. Soulface, and also like a Glavier. If you don't like how it looks, you can still get it, and then like you can still put like an avatar on top of it basically. So there is that as well, in case you guys are still wondering. So yeah, this is Deadeye. This is like a artillerist. Hawkeye, kinda ugly, but yeah. This is like Scouter. Not coming out in NAU obviously. And then like this is like a Gunslinger. Paladin Legend is too good. It is really good, yeah. So yeah. It is really good. So yeah, the actual fun. I don't know. Okay, let's see. This is the for this is Bart one. Robust really like Platinum Thunder skin for Striker. Only if I can dye it. You can dye it in Korea, not in NAU though. But yeah, this is the Bart one. Summoner, not in NAU, and Arcana, which is about to come out as well. So yeah. People actually like to play Arcana. They don't really care what you like, man. So yeah, because like that's not how they should really release class anyway. This is Blade, Demonic, and Reaper. So yeah, the skins have a chest piece and legendary piece merged together. It's not merged together, no. It's it's different pieces. So yeah. All the Deadeye skin looks the same. I don't know. This one is pretty standard though, so I'm not gonna say that like this one looks different, but yeah. So yeah, this is just like the legendary skin over here. So yeah, you guys can just look it up yourself right there if you wanna see it right here. But yeah, that's the legendary skin avatar for this one. You get it from the Yos jar. This is the Yos jar later. So yeah. Alright, anyways. But yeah. Anyway, Yos jar, new consumable that arriving in the in-game store that will introduce a variety of epic and legendary skin. Oh right, yeah. You do get some of the epic skin, some of the purple skin. So whenever like you do the jar, okay, I'll have to explain like how it works first, but yeah. If you have a skin you don't like or wear anymore, maybe one from Yo's jar you're not a fan of, you can break it down for cloth, which can be used with a jar to roll new skin. Okay, this is how it is right here. No worries if you like an older skin more than looks of your new legendary one with bigger bonuses, you can overlay the skin. Okay, so legendary skin. Basically, you can equip legendary skin and there will be an extra slot for the looks. So if you don't like how legendary avatar looks, you can put like a purple avatar on top of it. And the better bonus from the legendary avatar will take effect still. The bonus is not that much. It's marginal, but it's better than nothing, you know. And the way it works for this one is basically like you have like the jar. You buy the jar. It's 10 blue crystal for one jar, I think, in Korea. So there is that. One jar, you need 14 cloths. One avatar that you buy, a purple avatar, not blue, and definitely not this one. This one is not sellable, by the way, and not sellable. This one is not like dismantleable. So if you're an idiot and you buy this, sell it right now. Just a quick tip, sell it right now because you cannot dismantle this shit. So yeah, if you're an idiot right here, because this was like what, 19 gold, like before like the roadmap comes out right there. Now it's like 600. If you bought it right there, sell it right now. I'm trying to save your ass right here. So yeah. So you dismantle like any purple avatar, basically, except this one, purple avatar, and you get like 7 cloth. You need 14 to reroll. So 2 purple avatar for a reroll. And then you will reroll on the thing, and you have like 5% chance to drop the legendary avatar that you need. 10% because there is 2 legendary avatar, different color scheme, right? But if you want the one that you want, it's 5 because like you wanted the specific color, or else you're gonna sell it anyway. But yeah, that's a random chance right there. You need 14, so basically 2 avatar for 1 avatar, possibly legendary, but you can just get like a random purple avatar. But in this Yo's jar as well, there is like a lot of like purple avatar that is not really like obtainable, only obtainable from this random roll here and there. So you should get like multiple skin here and there that you can buy in auction house. It's sellable in auction house in case people are wondering as well. You know, this is gacha pay to win or something like that. Now you can buy the avatar, even the legendary one, in the auction house. That's what I did because I don't like RNG. I just buy it right there. So yeah, it double stats from legendary skin, normal skin. Normal skin gives you 1% for each piece, right? Pants, chest, head, and weapon. So 4%, right? Legendary gives you 8% main stat. 8% is main stat is not 8% damage. So yeah, it's an increase about like 1 to 2%, which is nice, but it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah. How much the avatar cost in the market? That depends on what avatar it is. Like this avatar right here is pretty expensive. So yeah, this avatar, not so much. Because people didn't really like it. I don't know, you ask people what they like. And then like they will basically decide the price. So yeah, every part gives you cloth, helmet, weapon. Yeah, each piece gives you 7. Except, you know, the avatar that is like together, chest and pants together right there. That one, if you like dismantle, you get like 14. Like for example, Blade Founder, it's together, right? The chest and pants. That one, if you dismantle, you get like 14. So yeah, what is the other 90%? Is the purple one. Is the purple like a purple avatar, the random avatar. So yeah. Do you mean the chest piece or without a weapon and legendary for 7 cloths? I don't know. Listen up again. Listen up to the explanation again. Okay. July. Yep, that's about right. You remember when I say like June we don't get a class and people call me like doomers right there? Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like it's just reality. How about you stop like snorting copium then? But yeah. July. New mage advanced class Arcanist. So it's not even summoner right there. It's Arcana right there. Smell badge for Scouter. I mean, Scouter is you know, Scouter is badge according to people anyway. Don't release it, man. It's badge. So the Arcanist imbues special card with her magic. Uses them to vary their effects, from slicing up enemies with the deluge of thrown cards to summoning powerful magic attacks or team effects from the card themselves. Arcanist has a trick up her sleeve for every situation. Despite being armed with variety of skills, Arcanist will sometimes leave things to the fate of the cards with her specialty skill card deck. Is there RNG card? When the player lands an attack, it charges the card meter. Once the meter is completely charged, a card with random stats registers on the card deck, which can be pulled out and used for to varying degrees of devastating effects. Arcanist will join the Bard and Sorc as a third available mage advanced class. No summoner yet, yeah. So yeah, that's really good. That's how it goes. We don't get claw from those Chaos Dungeon skin. Nope. Okay, the most RNG of this game. I mean, I don't know. I'm like this class is basically purely RNG, but some people like it. I don't like it personally, but it is what it is right there. It is what it is. Lowest tier, so they don't wanna release. Yeah, according to the forum, dude, Scouter is just batch. So they Amazon in the what's the name? In the office, right? They said no, no, no. People say this class is batch. We need to like put it back right there. So yeah, so put it back right there. That's why. But yeah, Voltan Legion rate Inferno difficulty. Any Inferno enjoyers are here? Inferno. Why Inferno anyway? Why is that? Why is that? Anyways, it's basically hell mode anyway. Most difficult version of Legion Raid, the Inferno difficulty, is all about proving you're the among best of the best in Arcesia and earning prestige. Rather than chasing the normal rewards of gear, materials, and everything else you would receive in Legion Raid, Inferno rewards instead a showcase with your victory with titles, achievements, stronghold structure, and more. Yeah, basically, it's flex. So yeah, it's flex. It's flex. Stupid ass name change. I don't know. It's what they do, man. It is what it is. It's Inferno now. Cause hell sounds bad. Alright, it's religious reason, right? You can't put hell, man. Come on, dude. You can't, bro. You can't. You're gonna offend someone. You can't do that. Inferno means hell, hell anyway in Latin. Yeah, but I mean, like, people are stupid enough to not know that. So, as long as like it's not hell, then that's fine. Because people don't get offended for that. Yeah. New in-game vendor will be added for players with access to variety prestigious rewards earned after various number of clears. There are a few key differences between normal and hard and Inferno difficulties. Scale of balance applied. So basically, this is the equalize. Gate progression system will not be active. You don't have checkpoint. And then, like, Inferno will not count against your weekly. Yeah, it's basically a separate thing. You can do it at any time and it doesn't eat any of your entry at all. So yeah, it is where is you high as Inferno. You high as Inferno, man. Inferno, Inferno. But yeah, that's basically how it goes right there. For those of you that want to check out like Hell Voltan, this is what it is right there. So far, this is all like basically like as like I predicted, to be honest. At least like how I would see it right there. I mean, I don't predict it obviously because I couldn't care less what comes out. But yeah, June with this, you know, no class. I said it already. And then like the Arcanist as well. And then there's the Hell mode after this. Clown should be after this. Would be in like what's the name? On what was it? What was the thing? August. So yeah. Subcrims, yeah. Does Inferno grants cosmetics? No. It grants you a title and it grants you like a statue and stuff like that basically. So yeah. anyways, there's Challenge Abyss Dungeon. Oh, finally you get Challenge Abyss Dungeon, man. So yeah. Similar to how recently released Challenge Guardian Raids applies Scale of Harmony. So basically it's just like, you guys have seen me do it so many times anyway. This is basically your one of your main source of cards. So yeah, it's an Abyss Dungeon. Why do they show Oreha, by the way? Oreha is not part of the Abyssal Dungeon on the Challenge Abyss. Maybe it will, I don't know. But basically, you get like the Abyss Dungeon, and then it becomes like it's equalized. You just go in, one shot the boss, problem solved, done, get the reward. It's like Challenge Guardian. The reward is different. It's more materials and potentially cards as well. So for those of you that are still collecting cards, this is where you go right here. And it's a weekly thing, so there is that as well. You can do Inferno right now on NA. Just go pack Voltan Heart. Despair. Nah. You have no idea. But yeah. Looking ahead, we're excited to witness the epic battles against Vicus and seeing which heroes are able to defeat Voltan in the Inferno difficulty. Stay tuned to our website, social channels, and release the notes for a full list of new islands or updates, event bug fixes, and more over the coming months. See you in Arcesia. And there we have it, man. There you have it. This is what is there. Sorry, NA, I meant Inferno. So yeah, is it really easy with 5x3 engraving? What is? Like a Vicus? No. It's not. It's not. But I mean like you will find out for that one right there. So yeah, you will find out, yeah. How do you get your cards? You do Abyss Dungeon card runs, a Mari shop, nothing at all. Challenge Abyss. So yeah, anyways, this is like all the roadmap right now. All the roadmap. Obviously people, okay, here is the thing, like all of the content here is pretty good minus the class release cadence, right? Where is the class release cadence? People just don't really like this basically. I mean, like, I understand, but I mean, I told you guys as well beforehand. What were you expecting? So yeah, what were you expecting right there? Can you compare difficulty between Vulcan and Vicus? Vulcan hard is easier than Vicus normal. Just put it into perspective right there. So yeah, Scouter coming next, dude. Yeah, surely, right? Nah, there is no way, man. Amazon is not gonna release a class that is like, known in the forum as badge. The class is badge, so yeah. But yeah, so just about right, just about right, just about right. That's basically how it is right there for like how it is. I already said, this thing should have happened from like a long time ago. Finally, after 4 months right there, this thing I say that like probably there's not gonna be class because it's a red flag when they say like they're releasing it too fast. They can't release another power pass, and then like people don't believe me, called me a doomer. Here is what it is. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe like at some point people will start to listen, but it is what it is, I guess. Well, good news though. When Vicus is released, you do not lose gold from Argos. At the very least, there is that right there. So yeah, so your weekly routine becomes like Vulcan, Argos, and Vicus for whatever item level it is. So at least there is that, You guys get the gold that you want, don't you think? So yeah, they didn't specify that here, but basically you still earn gold from like Vicus and Vulcan and Argos at the same time. So yeah, this is where inflation starts to go up. And then this is also where, well, in Clown, the inflation is peaking at that point. So yeah, but it is what it is here. So this is the roadmap for June and July, man. June and July roadmap. So yeah, as expected, as I expected, not as people expected though, and they're not happy about it. So yeah, why do we not lose Argos gold? You lose it at Clown when Clown releases. This time, how about you listen right now? You lose the gold for Argos at 1475 when Clown release. Clown is not released. If you're above that, you still earn gold from Argos. But when Clown releases, you will not earn from Argos anymore because you earn it from Clown now. So yeah, so I don't wanna see any surprise Pikachu face anymore. When a Clown release and you lose gold from Argos, then you guys complain. So there is that, there is that. So yeah, how hard is BX hard compared to normal? It's much harder than the normal one. Basically, like if you can clear normal Vulcan, you can clear Vulcan hard. If you clear BX normal, doesn't mean you can clear BX hard. So yeah, gonna have 2 Legion raids to do. At the very least, yes, you're gonna run like 2 Legion raid and Argos. So this is when your weekly is gonna start packing up basically. So yeah, that's basically how it goes right there. You called, yeah, yeah. Clown normal is 1475. So yeah, there is a earlier like content, but we'll just discuss that when they actually announce it. But anyways, this is the June and July roadmap, boys. So yeah, ding dong, it's React over. We're done right here. So yeah, people that are not happy about it, they will still play the game anyway. So yeah, and if you're like so mad about the game and then you quit right there, then make sure you close the door when you get out, because like honestly, no one cares. But anyways, let's go back.